Hi everyone, this is Joya from the Victory Garden Initiative here in Milwaukee, Wisconsin. I hope you all are doing very well and staying sane and happy and healthy and enjoying yourself out here. Today we're going to be making this pie, also known as a galette. It is a very simple pastry, a simple filling, very delicious results. I have a strawberry rhubarb galette here, and I'll be walking y'all through that process. So stay tuned. So I started out in the garden cutting the rhubarb from one of our plants. You need about a pound of fruit for this recipe. In the rhubarb goes. Now I'm just cleaning up the ends, and I'm gonna give it a rinse. So for the pie crust, you'll need 1.5 cups of all-purpose flour, 1/4 cup of ground cornmeal, 1 tablespoon of sugar, 1/4 teaspoon of salt, 8 tablespoons of coconut oil, 1/4 cup of ice water. So here I'm adding in our flour and our cornmeal. Next will go the sugar and the salt. And then I'll be breaking up the coconut oil into the dry mix. I'll be using my fingertips to crumble up the coconut oil until the mix starts to look like crumbs. So this is what it should look like after you've distributed your coconut oil. So now it's time to add your 2 tablespoons of water to start, and you're going to start kneading your dough together, wanting it to stick, to clump. If it doesn't start clumping after the 2 tablespoons of water, you can keep adding water, a tablespoon at a time, until your dough starts to form. Just barely holding together is what you're looking for. It can still be a little crumbly. So here I'm working my dough and it's sticking, as you can see. So I'm just gonna flatten it out and wrap it up in some plastic wrap. And I'm gonna chill it for 30 minutes to 1 hour. Here is my strawberry rhubarb filling. To the filling, we're going to add 1/4 cup of sugar, 1 tablespoon of all-purpose flour, 1 teaspoon of cinnamon, 1/4 teaspoon of salt, 1 tablespoon of coconut oil. And for the filling, you're going to take about 1 pound of fruit in the ratio of your choosing. And you're going to add your sugar, your flour, your salt, and your cinnamon to the filling. I'm saving the coconut oil until right before it goes into the oven. I'll break it apart in chunks and put it on top. So now that your filling is all cinnamon and sugary, you're gonna grab your dough out of the refrigerator and you're gonna start rolling it out. It might need to come up a little bit in temperature to be able to work with it. But you'll just start rolling it out until it reaches about 12 inches in diameter. Try to patch up any cracks that might be forming at the bottom, but any cracks on the sides are okay. We're into the rustic look with this project. In order to avoid a soggy bottom for our pastry, I'm taking about 2 tablespoons of honey to 1 teaspoon of water to make a syrup that will seal the bottom of our pastry crust, so no fruit filling will soak through. So I'm just lining the bottom of our crust and piling on our fruit. And now we are going to start folding up the edges of our pastry. I love how no fuss this crust is. You just simply go around the sides of your pie and you lift up and pinch the sides till all the fruit is nice and snug. Then you're going to go around again with your honey syrup, just brushing it on the sides like so. And then as a last finishing touch, you're going to sprinkle a little bit of extra sugar around the crust edge. Bake at 400 degrees for 30 to 35 minutes, and there you have it. A fresh strawberry rhubarb galette straight from the VGI farm. I hope you enjoyed this video, y'all. Keep taking care of yourself. Keep taking care of others. Happy baking and happy growing.